Several people has been wondering what has life been after Queen Op got released from jail. Her and her fiance Dani both went to jail for the allegations against Chelle, which is Queen Op's ex-best friend. I know you guys remember they used to go live all the time doing some crazy things on live. So she did post a video and she answered a lot of those questions about life after jail, her relationship with Chelle now. So y'all check it out and let me know what y'all think about this clip in the comment section.
Do you miss Michelle? Do I miss Michelle? No. Do I sometimes think about, like, I don't know, like fun times we had in the past? Sometimes I do, I'm gonna be honest. But do I miss her? I wouldn't say I miss her. I feel like too much has happened for that kind of feeling to be valid. Missing somebody. Do you see you and Michelle ever being cool again? I think that kind of go into what I just said. No, I don't see us being cool again. I feel like at the end of the day, not even Queen Op and Chelle, but Sierra and Michelle were both overly grown. Eventually it had to come to an end. I never wanted the friendship to end like this. I always want us to end on good terms. I've even spoke on, getting her own little place so that she wouldn't have to go back and be, pushing 40, living with her parents and stuff. But things didn't happen that way. Now I don't see us being cool again. I feel like things happened the way they should have happened. That's just how I feel. Things played out the way they were supposed to, for whatever reason. Do you feel bad the way you treated Michelle? What you looking for? The question was, do I feel bad for the way I treated Michelle? The answer is, I feel bad for putting my hands on Michelle, because in reality, my hands shouldn't go on nobody. Whether it's out of frustration, anger, somebody not holding up the end of the bargain on the live, at the end of the day, my hands should never went on her. So, yes, I feel bad for putting my hands on her. As far as the lives and the skits and stuff go, I feel like a lot of what y'all saw, whether y'all want to believe it or not, was talked about prior to the live. I would say I'm almost a social media genius, but I'm not even gonna be modest. I'm a social media genius. Once I find a formula, I run with it. So I'm not even gonna get into too many details, but 85% of Queen Op and Chelle's content was discussed before the live. Whether when we got on live, somebody switched up for whatever reason, I can't really speak on why that happened, but...
You said 85?
85? Yeah, because I'm 85. The other 15% was people emotions getting involved and stuff like that. So 85% of everything was talked about prior to live, yes. Nobody's innocent on either side. Now, right. Her part might not have been physical, but she had wrongdoings in the Queen Op and Chelle show, and she had wrongdoings in Sierra and Michelle's friendship.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
There was wrongdoings on both sides. It's just that mine came out physically.
Right,
and this goes back to before I even thought about doing social media.
Right, it just seemed like you're trying to take the brunt of the responsibility or the accountability.
No, I'm taking accountability for.
I get you're taking accountability for
what I did for my part.
Yeah, being physical, but what happens when those physical marks go away and the things that she did mentally and subconsciously and all those things are still there? Like, bro, like you can't.
But even still, that don't mean put your hands on nobody. Like I said, there were wrongdoings on both sides. I mean, are we gonna sit here and be like, oh, who did more? No, there was wrongdoings on both sides. Like I said, mine was just physical. Right? I just said I was wrong. Period. No matter which way you spin it, but she did things, and let me also clock this tea. You guys are not going to want to hear this, but Michelle is not slow. She doesn't have a disability. that was proven in court.
Facts.
There is no way possible that you guys were sending all the evidence y'all was sending in. The case got opened in July. You guys were still sending in videos trying to get me through under the jail, which respectfully y'all can do what y'all want, you know, it is what it is. But y'all was still sending in videos, evidence, and we got the verdict. We got 6 months probation. Whether y'all want to believe, oh, the courts made me go to therapy, they didn't. If they did, I would say, you know, the court made me go to therapy, but it ended up being what I needed.
Right.
It's not that deep. There's nothing to lie about. The case is over. I moved on. I'm in a new house. I'm in a new place.
What happened? It was over there. We got our probation.
We got our probation in September.
Okay. And what month is this?
This is December.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. I was never court ordered to go to therapy. I chose to go on my own, whether y'all believe it or not. But like I said, she's not slow. So the narrative that's out about me, that's false. Had a disability, and it was proven in the court that she had a disability, or we would have been in a lot more trouble. Nobody would have. We got slaps on the wrist.
I would have lost my job.
And they evaluated her. Facts. And then let me also say this, because I was seeing this too. Oh, she didn't come to court. She came to court. Michelle came to court with her family. They was there to support her. She looked like she didn't want to be there, but she still came. Which she got, she can come, but. And this is how I know y'all don't know how the court stuff works. It does not matter if the victim shows up. That has nothing to do with the verdict. It has nothing to do with the sentence. She could have showed up, not showed up. The state picked up the case.
Facts.
She didn't have to show up.
Out of her hands.
So, but yeah, so that's that. How is life without Michelle? Peaceful. And like I said, I'm not saying some of those problems I didn't bring on myself by doing the things that I was doing on live. But all of those things I didn't do on my own. Some of those things was both of us, and then she switched up when we got on live. I just feel like I'm at a good space in my life to be able to fix relationships that's important to me. So yeah. How you feel like life is without her? Well, you weren't really around that.
I wasn't. Yeah, I'm.
Do you ever wish things could have turned out differently with Michelle? I do. I wish things didn't have to go. I wish things didn't go the way they did, because I never wanted us to end our friendship beefing.